In this video, I'm going to show you how to report a discontinuation in the Discontinuations and Shortages Portal. In this video, we're going to cover reporting a discontinuation, viewing a discontinuation, and editing a discontinuation should you need to. So to start, navigate to the Discontinuations page, at which point you can click Report New Discontinuation. So throughout this process, if there's anything wrong with the data that you enter, either because you missed something or it's invalid, you'll be shown a message like this, which will give you more information about what it is that you need to correct on the page. So in this instance, I haven't entered a valid date, I haven't entered a date at all, so I'll enter a valid date. On this page, really what we're asking you is who's going to be dealing with the discontinuation, who should be contacted in the event that somebody needs to talk to you. In this table here, your system administrators will be familiar with the concept of a default contact. The idea is that these will be people registered with the system who are going to repeatedly want to be contacted about a variety of different discontinuations and shortages. So they'll be shown in this list, and you can click add to add them to the list should you need to. If it's somebody who isn't on the Discontinuations and Shortages portal or who works elsewhere, something to that effect, you can also add in a contact manually just for this discontinuation, and there they are. And you can click remove to remove them if you need to. You must add at least one, but you can add multiple if you want. Continuing on, here we're asking you to select the product pack to which this discontinuation refers. So here, if you want to see more details about the product to confirm that you found the right one, you can expand them by clicking on the name. You can click add to add it, and then if you make a mistake, you can click remove and the search will be returned and you can search again. Next, you'll be asked what the reason for the discontinuation is. You have to select at least one option. If you select other, you'll be asked for a little bit more about that to expand on what other actually entails. It's mandatory if you do select other, so it's important that you fill that in. For now, we'll select manufacturing problem. When will the discontinuation occur? So let's enter a date here. When is the stock expected to be exhausted? Again, let's enter another date, so it might be a little bit after the discontinuation has actually been triggered. What stock levels and market share does the product have? So your best estimate as to your current stock estimate. Monthly sales of the unit, we'll say 250, and if you know it, your estimated market share. If you don't, you can click don't know. Otherwise, leave that blank and put in the percentage here. You shouldn't do this. If you tick the box and enter the percentage will be lost. So if you are intending to enter a value, then put in the value and leave that unticked, like so. If you select no here, you won't be asked which NHS framework this is under, but for now, to show you the full range of the questions you can be asked, I'll say yes. Next, you have to select which framework. Again, much like with the reason page, if you select other, you have to specify the name of framework or frameworks. That then is a mandatory field. For now, we'll select NHSE. Next, you'll be asked whether the product has non-human uses. You may know this information, you may not. For now, I'll select don't know. Next, you'll be asked, are there any other equivalent products available from your company? So this might be another pack size, for example. So we'll say yes, because I believe when we saw last time, there was a 100 pack a little bit further down the list. So we'll pick this one. You can add more if you want. You don't have to. And we'll continue. And then finally, any other relevant information which DHSC might find helpful. Finally, you'll be shown a confirmation page which just repeats that information back to you. You can use these change links to go back and change them. You can also use the breadcrumbs at the top if you want. And then as long as you agree with these statements, you can then click continue and your discontinuation will be saved. To view a discontinuation, you can click on the reference to be taken directly to that page, at which point you'll be shown all of the information that you've just entered. If you need to edit any piece of this information, you can then click one of these change links as you'd expect, and you can update that field, click save, and that field's now been updated. And that's how to report a discontinuation and edit it in the Discontinuations and Shortages portal.